One of the last great local sports moments that we got to celebrate kind of coincided with the pandemic when the Utah State men's basketball team cemented back-to-back Mountain West tournament championships in Las Vegas. And joining us right now is a former Prep of the Week, 2019 Mountain West Player of the Year, a good friend, a bountiful native, Sam Merrill. Thanks for joining us, Sammy. It's so good to see your face. And I've started everybody off the exact same way, so I'm going to keep things consistent. Are you safe and are you sane?
Yes, those are two good, pertinent questions for sure.
And you're living in Bountiful right now with your family. I know your wife is there right now. Going back to the Mountain West tournament, which was just a great moment for everybody. You were one of the top stories on ESPN. When did you realize that life had changed? I know I was on my way back home from Vegas when the guy I was riding in the car with just went through his Twitter feed. It was the same day that the Jazz game in Oklahoma City got canceled, and we knew that life had changed. Just tell me about your experience, from then up until now.
Yeah, I had similar experiences as everyone else. We were excited and ready for the opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament. We had worked so hard to get back to it, and we were excited. And we took Monday and Tuesday off after winning the conference championship. And Wednesday we practiced, but our practice didn't start till after they had announced that there wasn't going to be any fans in the arenas. So that was hard, just because that's such a big part of March Madness. So we were obviously disappointed about that, and still had a good practice Wednesday. And then Wednesday night I was just like most people in Utah, probably getting ready to watch the Jazz game, and saw that everything was going crazy. And as soon as the Jazz game got canceled and the NBA got suspended, we were all pretty sure that our tournament was going to get canceled as well. Had to wait a little bit for the official announcement, but it was at that point where the disappointment started to hit.
Up until the point that the season was canceled and we found out that there would be no March Madness, no NCAA tournament, you had the kind of senior season that every single kid dreams of. You get back to the title game against one seed San Diego State, and not a lot of people give you a chance. You actually came through with the go-ahead bucket in the waning seconds. I was back here in our studio screaming at my television set. How much momentum did you guys have on your side heading into what would be a second straight NCAA tournament appearance?
Yeah, it was a fun year. It wasn't a dream season quite for me. I wasn't perfect all year. There were some ups and downs, and I had some health issues. But to be able to get back to that opportunity, like you said, and play against just a great San Diego State team, and be able to come out with a win and get back to the tournament, because we had times during the season where we weren't sure if we were going to make it, and that was what we had worked for all summer. So to be able to officially, obviously, win our conference tournament and know that we were going back to the NCAA tournament, we were so excited, and we felt like we had gotten the bad game out of the way from last year, and we felt really confident. I know every team that was projected to make the tournament was confident that they were going to make a run, but we really felt like we had the right tools in place.
Sam, you were recruited by Stanford, Princeton. I've known you since you were in high school, and you always wanted to be an Aggie. You had a sister who was a Utah State soccer player. You ended up marrying a Utah State soccer player, if I'm not mistaken. How great has it been to not only be an Aggie, when you decided that you were going to go to Utah State, did you have any idea that you'd be leaving the way that you did with all the success that you've had?
No, I was hoping that I would be able to become the player that I turned into, but I never knew for sure. And fortunately, I was able to be around great people who really helped me, and I was able to put in the work and fortunately have some success. But Logan's been a second home for me my whole life. My entire dad's family is up there for the most part, so I've been up in Logan a ton throughout my life. And like you said, I was a Utah State fan growing up, so to be able to do it for a school that I love and have connections with and just had a great 4 years with makes it that much sweeter.
Each and every offseason, athletes like to recalculate their goals and what they think they can accomplish. After your senior season, you are leaving Utah State #2 because of a guy by the name of J.C. Carroll in a handful of different categories. How great is it to go to a place, set goals every year, run down your goals as quickly and effectively as you possibly can, and before you know it, lo and behold, you're leaving as a fixture in the record books. You must feel fantastic about what you were able to accomplish.
Yeah, certainly. The biggest goal for me was always team success. I never set any number of points or assists that I wanted to get to. I just wanted to be a good player, be the best that I could be, and help Utah State win. And the last goal that I couldn't quite achieve was to win an NCAA tournament game, which is rough. I feel like we would have done that this year, but either way, just to be able to have the individual success that I have while getting Utah State back on the map, like it's everything that I wanted to accomplish.
You came to Utah State to play for Tim Duryea. I can't even imagine how surreal this experience is when all of a sudden the coach that you've signed on to play for and to further your education with ends up leaving, and you sit there with this vacancy wondering, what kind of guy are we going to get? With all the momentum and the progress that we've made, what kind of guy are we going to get? Is he going to disrupt it, or is it going to be a continuation of it? Tell me about the Craig Smith experience. I don't even want to try and mince words with you about what that's been like. I mean, I don't want to call him an upgrade from Tim Duryea, but he's a different kind of guy, and he bought into everything you were doing, and he just kind of helped you guys get to where you wanted to go, if my speculation is anywhere near correct.
Yeah, definitely. I'm so grateful for him. I was a good player before, but he really helped me take that next step and turn into the player that I am today. And he's a great guy. He really cares about his guys. He brings it every single day. He never lacks energy. He never lacks enthusiasm. So we have to match that, and we were able to for the most part. And his energy and his love for the game and his love for us and his basketball knowledge just makes him the great coach that he is. And again, I loved all the coaches that I had throughout my time in college, but I'm so grateful for Coach Smith and for that staff.
Sammy, I had a small town college experience. I went to Washington State University in Pullman, Washington. Let me tell you right now, Logan, Utah is a booming metropolis compared to Pullman, Washington, but it worked for me. Why did the small town college experience work for you? Why is it working so well for Craig Smith, especially when it comes to head coaches? That can be a tough racket. He seems to love Logan.
Yeah, I think he's a small town guy. He grew up in a very, very small town in Minnesota, so he's not, I don't think he's in it for the hype or for the media. I think he just wants to win at the highest level, and he, as far as I know, loves Logan, and I love Logan. For me, it was an easy adjustment, just because, like I said, I had my connections with Logan in Cache Valley, and I don't know what Coach Smith's future has, but I know he loves Logan. I know his family does, and he loves the small town vibe, and he loves the great environment of the Spectrum, and hopefully he can stick around for quite a while.
All right, Sammy, trying to get this interview hooked up over the course of this last week. I've been spending a lot of time dealing with your agent, which means that you are signed and getting ready to enter the NBA draft, which doesn't happen until October the 15th, but it means that you've got a lot of time to work on your stock. What have you been doing every day to make yourself a little bit better? You tell me you're traveling all the way out to the Pleasant Grove area to work out these days?
Yeah, it's been rough just because of how long there was an unknown. I had no idea when the draft was going to be, but now that there's more or less a set date and set date for hopefully the combine, it's exciting knowing that there's a chance for me to hopefully make the most of an opportunity. I've just been trying to be the best that I can be and improve the stuff that I need to improve on. I've really cleaned up my body, fixed some stuff there. I've lost some weight, trimmed down some body fat, trying to be in the best shape that I can, and then just trying to hone my shooting form, my release, be the best shooter that I can be, and work on the stuff that I'm going to need to prove to NBA teams if I want to stick. So I think the time has been good for me. I think the extra time will really benefit me.
What would you tell kids, Sam? Everybody has big dreams when they're on the playground or in their backyard. I know I let go of mine at the ripe old age of maybe 16 or something like that because I had no talent whatsoever. What would you tell kids who might have a shot one day at running down their goals the way that you are slowly but surely running down yours one at a time?
Yeah, I know I'm not where I want to be yet. I want to play in the NBA. I want to stick in the NBA and have a career. But to be honest, in high school, I never thought that was going to happen. I just wanted to have a good college career and play in Europe. And I always saw myself as just the typical Utah kid that can shoot the ball, but just athletically wasn't good enough to play in the NBA. And now again, like I said, I'm not there yet, but I have an opportunity, and an opportunity that I never thought I'd have. So to any kid that's trying to reach their goals, just I've been blessed with enough height and some skills and whatever, but I feel like I've worked really hard and I've been put in the right situations and I've been around great people. So truly, if you just work at it and work at it and work at it and work hard, then you can really get where you want to go.
I tell you, man, if your name gets called, I'm going to have to pinch myself because I'm going to be beaming with pride. It's been so great catching up with you. I'm so proud of the man that you've become and the man that you are becoming still. Congrats to everything. Congrats to you for everything that's taken place so far, and I wish you the best of luck come October. You got butterflies?
Not quite, but hopefully, if there are butterflies, that means I have a chance. So
Okay.
I get that chance.
If there are butterflies, it means you're human, and I think everybody would like to know that. Sam Merrill, thanks for joining us on Talkin Sports. Best of luck to you with everything, and please keep in touch, okay?
Sounds good. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.